So El Salvador now, after making Bitcoin legal tender in his country, President Nayib Bukele aims to use a $1 billion bond sale to turn the fortunes of the economically depressed nation around. Stakes are high for the iconic leader and El Salvador. When the news of the newly emerging Omicron coronavirus variant was spreading around the world in early December, sending riskier financial assets like stocks, junk bonds, and not least of all cryptocurrencies in a tailspin, the Salvadoran president brought the dips. Though missing the bottom of the sell-off in Bitcoin by 7 minutes, as he wrote in a tweet later on, the smart purchase got El Salvador another 150 Bitcoins for a knockdown price. This isn't the first time the 41-year-old president praised himself for successfully hunting the world's largest cryptocurrency. While other developing countries are using their hard-earned dollars and euros to shore up their struggling currencies, the youthful president buys Bitcoin. Well, let's talk this through by speaking with the financial analyst and CEO, Wealth Hackers, Benga Onifade, who is joining me from Kent, England. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Onifade. Well, the El Salvadorian president, Nayib Bukele, bought the dip. What's it doing?
That's actually a very interesting phrase you've just used, and that's a very interesting phrase in the crypto world community. Buying the dip. So buying the dip, first of all, is when an asset, especially Bitcoin, when it's gone down below a certain price, and you buy. So in sort of taking advantage of of the uptrend, which people believe it will come on in again. So what is it doing? I mean, like you mentioned in your news there, he's a 41-year-old president, so he's actually, should we say, one of the, you could actually kind of roll him with the next generation, or, is it Gen Z kind of a thing with people? So he's trying to show off and trying to buck the trend of the excessive reliance on the, on the world economy, which is the IMF. They got a $1.3 billion loan, which they have to pay, with a 6% coupon, which they have to pay back. But if you look at the digital currency, which, of course, what can I say? This could be, could be depleted by a single tweet, and everything could, could literally go down. But it's a new thing. It's what's going on now. It's a new form of asset, which is, should we say, is a non-deflationary, non-inflationary rather. So you don't expect it to go with normal paper. I was just talking to somebody yesterday. I said, "Oh, tell me, how much is Dangote worth?" For context, he said, "Maybe Dangote is worth about $100 billion." If Dangote is worth about $100 billion, it only takes one day for Nigeria to print all that money out. So money is just a piece of paper. It could be reproduced. And that's not what the traditional economics have taught us about money. Money is supposed to be scarce, right? It's supposed to have value, not just something you could just print out there from paper. And we all
well, Benga, you're actually saying money is supposed to have value. Now, that's just it. One thing. But if you're looking at the value of Bitcoin, it's just like the El Salvadorian president is playing with taxpayers' money. Don't you see it that way? Because if you look at the price of Bitcoin now, it's now gone the deep. So he's buying the dip. Bitcoin goes up, oscillating, going up and down. And you saw that there was protest on the street of El Salvador, although it is actually, it's not like the way it started. But then this is taxpayers' money. Benga.
You're right. So as in any economy, we do have the bullish season when things are, things go very well. And we do have the bearish season as well. But you've got to think about this as well. I mean, I've been in Bitcoin myself personally since 2010, when it was just about 10 for $1. Now one of them is gone to $47,000, and as of this year, Bitcoin is done 64%. The store of value that the world has relied on has been gold. So if you've actually put your money in gold, you've only made 2% this year. But if you put your money in Bitcoin, you've made 64%. The world economy, the world powers, the biggest banks now, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, the world biggest banks, they are putting assets now, and they're consulting the wealth management funds. They're parting part of their money as Bitcoin. Bitcoin it kind of fits the ideal economy, which we expect in every 4 years. It's programmed in such a way that it's always going to go up. So if you hold Bitcoin, for example, no matter what, if you hold it for 4 years, you're never going to lose any money.
Right.
And the world is opening up.
Right, Benga. Well, I think the coin that they actually adopted in El Salvador is the Algorand. Am I correct?
No, they actually bought. It's actually Bitcoin. There was a rumor they were going to adopt Algorand, but it was actually Bitcoin that they do adopt. And one more advantage of El Salvador of what they are doing is they do have an active volcano. So they want to put this wasted energy into use in such a way as to mine Bitcoin. So instead of this energy going to waste, they want to put it into use.
So the question, before you go, the question I was going to ask was that now currently Bitcoin is 46,900.21 as I'm seeing. But then I needed my money when I bought, you know, when it was $50,000 or $60,000. Now I need my money. I want to use my money because I invested, so I should take profit. And I'm not taking profit because my president is investing the taxpayers' money in Bitcoin. So won't that lead to, you know, some sort of chaos in the nearest future?
So one of the things you just said, you said the president invested. So what he's doing is actually saving up for the future. So he's buying it not for now, but for the future. And some of the things they do, which is in the crypto space, is what they call the DeFi, decentralized finance. Again, that's actually a new acronym, and it's a new kind of world, kind of system in the financial world. And some of the things he has done, which hasn't really been widely reported, is that he's put some of the money in a in a DeFi, decentralized financial system. So they get rewards, and it's built 20 schools. They've revamped hospitals as a result of what. So there are wins which he's been getting, and that's why he's actually quieted down a little bit. A lot of countries are studying El Salvador, and they're seeing what they are doing. There is there's a proposition in terms of prediction that Bitcoin might get to $1 billion, and if it gets to that, I mean, we all know in this kind of experiment, only God knows if he will be right or wrong. Well, but right now, he's actually got more wins.
Well, that's just it. A lot of people actually, you know, they're having this aspiration that, you know, maybe come in the next 10 years, the kind of cars you'll be seeing on El Salvadoran, you know, streets is something that you can just only imagine. Thank you so much, Benga Onifade, financial analyst. Thank you so much for your insight. It's very nice talking to you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.